Let's promote our quiz site. And what's up, guys? I'm James and welcome to Money Hustle, the best place to be if you're looking for great new ways to hustle and make money online. And if you haven't done it yet, make sure you subscribe and click the bell so you don't miss out on other great videos just like this one. Okay guys, it's part 4 in the series. I hope your quiz sites are coming along. In this video, we're going to take the first steps in promoting our quiz sites. This is going to be a great video, guys. We are finally going to create a campaign so we can start to get some traffic to our quiz site. I hope you guys are excited about it because I am. This is a very big step. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create your first ad campaign for your quiz sites. I'll show you how to make sure it flows properly from the ad to the landing page, to the quiz itself, and finally to the actual results page. This is really important if you want to maximize your click-through rate and limit the amount of drop-offs you have. I'll also share with you a cool trick that'll help you capture some of the people who do bounce from your landing page. And on other websites that I've actually used this technique that I'm going to show you, I've managed to increase the click-through rate of the landing pages by 18% or more. So it's definitely something you're going to want to stick around for. On top of that, I'll also show you how to set up your first Google display ad for your quiz site. So we got a lot of great stuff to cover in this video, guys. Oh yeah, and I almost forgot. I'm also going to share with you a cool new way to convert people from your actual results page. Let's just get right into this. Let's not waste a lot of time. Let's jump right into it. Okay, let's take a look at the actual landing page that we're going to be using. This is a landing page we will be using. There's a few reasons why I have it set up or I've created this specific design like this. First off, it has a very clear call to action. The headline, the subheadline, and the image, they all work together and they flow together. This is really important. You always want there to be a clear, simple message or call to action on your landing pages. If you don't do this, people do get confused, and if you do that to them and they are confused, you're going to notice you're going to have a higher drop-off visitors from your landing page, and your bounce rate is going to be really high. So you want to keep it simple and clear. They need to know what they have to do, and you need to explain to them clearly what you want them to do. You always want to make sure also that your landing pages matches your ad text or the message within your ad that you're creating. That is your traffic source. It needs to match the landing page. Guys, selling to people is all about building trust and a relationship. So your landing page needs to deliver on what your ad text promises or tells them that you're going to do for them. It needs to match. All right, you want to build trust with them. The reason why you want to do that is because when you do ask them to perform an action, like submit an email or purchase a product you're promoting, you want them to trust you. If they trust you, they're more likely to do what you're asking them to do. Okay, so it's really important, guys, that when you're creating a landing page, it needs to all flow from the ad to the landing page. It's very important. Okay, they need to sync up and they need to match. Okay, that's one of the ways that you start to build trust, because if you tell them you're going to do something in an ad that they click on it and they land onto your landing page and it's something completely different, they're not going to trust you and they're going to bounce and you're not going to make any sales or conversions. Okay, so it's really important. To give you a better idea of what I mean, what we're going to do now is we're just going to go into Google Ads and we'll create the display ad for this landing page. Okay, so let's just go over to Google Ads. And what we're going to do here, guys, if you're following along, is you're going to just click on add new campaign here. It might just be a blue circle with a plus sign, whatever it is. Just look for new campaign and click on add new campaign. We're looking for website traffic. We want to do a display ad and just do standard. Don't worry about smart or Gmail or anything like this. Just stick with standard because you want to have the most control over it. Next thing you want to do is you want to put in your landing page here. So just put wherever your landing page is, you're just going to put your landing page here. I'm just going to use the default. Okay, but you would put the URL for your landing page. So wherever your landing page is, this one here, the URL for this, you would use that. Okay, actually, you know what? We'll just use it. Okay. All right, and just click on continue. Okay, give your campaign a name. We're just going to call this tutorial, but you call it whatever you want. Whatever you want to call it, that's fine. Next thing you want to do is you want to pick the locations. Now, depending on what the affiliate offer is you're trying to promote, would determine what your traffic source or what country you're going to be focusing on. I usually just focus on US, Canada, New Zealand, Australia, United Kingdom. But for the offer that I am going to be promoting for this campaign, it's only US traffic. It's a Maxbounty offer. That's a diet pill. Omega Burn or something like that. So I'm only going to do US. But again, you just add whatever countries you're trying to promote to. If you're just doing a general one that has doesn't have a specific country, again, just focus on those main ones I mentioned before: Canada, US, New Zealand, Australia, United Kingdom. Next thing you want to do is you want to click down here to location options, and you want to be people that are in there, not just interested or have searched and are interested. We want people actually in those locations. Languages, again, just make sure it's English or whatever country you're focusing on. If you're focusing on Germany, then of course you make sure it's German. We'll just do conversions, that's fine. Yeah, we'll just leave it on that. This is going to put your budget. Again, you can put whatever budget you want to put on there. I'm just going to put 20, it's fine. Don't worry about additional settings. Okay, and the next thing is to pick your audience and demographics and your content targeting, like where you want it to be shown. This is a really important part of the actual ad creation. What you need to do is you need to think about whatever offer you're trying to promote. You need to think about the type of person and what that person would be interested in, what websites they would go to. So for example, if I'm promoting something that's like a weight loss, something like that, I'm going to look for websites that cater mostly to women because the product I'm going to be promoting is geared towards women. And also my demographic, I'm going to be focusing on women. So what you need to do is you need to try and think of yourself, what kind of person would be interested in the product that I'm trying to promote? Who are they? What are their interests? What do they enjoy doing? You know, you got to create a profile of the person, your ideal person that you're trying to market to. Okay. And if you need to really work on this is a really important part of the actual ad campaign. So for my product that I'm trying to promote, I'm looking for women that are very interested in how they look and making themselves look better. So I'm going to look for things like that. Also, I'm going to look at stuff like fitness. So I'm going to start with fitness. Okay. That's going to be the first thing I'm going to do. I'm just going to do a quick search and I'm going to take a look and see what comes up here. I'm going to scroll down here. We'll put beauty and wellness. That's a good one. Fitness classes, because again, this is really good. This is intent. This means someone's intent on getting in shape and doing better and, you know, improving the way they look. That's what we want. So that's good. Personal fitness programs. Yeah, we'll look at that as well. Yeah, that looks good. Look at beauty as well. So we'll look at beauty and take a look here as well and see what comes up. And what I'm doing is I'm just looking for things that would make sense. Okay, so something like beauty tips. So yes, if they're interested in beauty tips, they want to look better. Okay, they're looking at improving how they look. That's the kind of person I'm trying to promote to. Beauty and personal care, makeup, cosmetics, skincare products. That's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah, so that's a good start for me on my basic audience, what I'm looking for. Also, you'll notice here on the side here, it's going to tell me roughly how many clicks I'm going to get with my budget. So right now I'm looking at like 1,100 to 1,800 clicks, which is fine. Next thing I want to do is I want to take a look at the demographics. So again, I want to limit this to women. I'm only interested in women. I'm also going to be focusing on younger women. I'm not interested in older women right now. I want to focus on younger women because they're more impulsive. They're more likely to buy something, the specific product, which is like a weight loss pill. They're more likely to say, you know what, I'm just going to go for it. Older people, they tend to research more and they're more cautious. I want people that are going to be impulsive about buying it, and younger people are more impulsive when it comes to buying. And even with limiting the demographics, I still have a good clicks. Don't worry about household income. It's only for some countries. I never bother with this, but maybe you could get rid of the lower one. It's up to you. And again, I don't care if the person's a parent or not. I don't really care. That doesn't bother me at all. I'm just looking for women between this age that have these interests. All right. Now, the next thing is content targeting, where you want to show. You can use placements and stuff like that. If you had a list of websites that you knew your specific ideal customer would visit, then this would be the place that you'd want to add it right here. So you'd add placements and you would just add websites here. So you go to websites and just enter the URLs here. Again, I'm not going to do that for this ad. I'm just going to leave it like this for now because it's just initial traffic. I'm fine with that. This is going to be a good start. But again, if you had like weight loss blogs and forums and stuff like that, you could go out and scrape a bunch of them from Google, find like 10, 15 of them that have a good amount of traffic, and then you can make sure your ads are only shown on those websites, which is a really good thing to do because you know that if it's something related to that specific niche that your product is, you know that the person that's viewing it is more likely to be interested in it. Okay. Now, scrolling down here, you got target expansion. You can have this on or off. I usually just leave it off. Some people like to put it on or put it on. I just leave it off. You can always do testing with it. It's up to you. Okay. Now it's time to actually create the actual ad itself. And this is where you need to make sure that the headlines and the images and everything flow with your actual landing page. This is very important. Okay. If you, again, like I said, if you want to keep your bounce rate lower and not waste money on clicks, then you want to make sure that this ad matches your landing page. It's very important, okay? So for example, for my product, because it's like a weight loss product, there's a few things you can do. Now, one thing you can't do is you can't just put blatantly say, hey, would you like to lose weight, or click here to lose weight. Google doesn't like that. You have to be a little bit more beat around the bush on how you actually promote it, okay? Another thing I'm gonna say to you with the images here, when you are using images, if you use images like this one here, sometimes they can get flagged as quote unquote adult material. So it's just something for you to understand and to know. You can appeal it, that's fine. I just stay away from doing it. I find that it's better just to do other images. You know, it's better not to have that problem. And I find ones that are like sort of more intrigue photos and sort of weird looking photos of like food and plants and stuff like that, they get a really good click-through rate. I'll show you what I mean here. Okay, let's just upload some photos here, some images that we can use. So you just click on, all you do is click on images and logos, click on upload and choose files to upload. They do have stock images that you can use. I don't know if they have any diet ones here. Yeah, so they have ones you can use if you want. If you don't want to upload them, it's up to you. You can use these do work. I usually just use my own images though, but again, like I said, if you don't feel like doing that, you can just use these. And don't worry about this Shutterstock watermark there. It won't be there when you actually use it in the ad campaign. Anyway, so I'm going to click on, I'm going to upload my own, and I'm going to choose the files to upload. Okay, so I've got my images here that I've uploaded, and this is what I was talking about. Sometimes the images can get flagged as adult. For example, this image here, I've used one similar to this one in another campaign, not the specific one, this one here, but I had it cropped like this on one campaign before, and it actually got flagged as adult material. So that's why I stay away from them. Just wanted to show you that. But for this campaign, we're going to be using these kind of photos here, these weird looking food and vegetable photos. They get good click-through rates, so that's what we're going to be using. And we'll just make sure that select ratio, and you just have to go through each image and select the ratio that you want. Okay, so these ones I've already pre-created the squares, the dimensions, the 1-to-1 size. This one's for my sort of the wider ads. Okay, oops. So we just select the ratios there. And then you'll see your assets here. These are all the assets that are going to be used here. I'm not going to bother with the logo, but if you wanted, you could. And click on save. Now, the next thing we have to do is add our headlines. Now, again, this is where it really matters now. Your headlines need to sync up and match with the landing page. They need to flow. They need to get people clicking on here. They have to be clickable, but they also have to flow. You can't just make up blatant lies and not deliver on the landing page. Like I said, it's going to screw up your bounce rate and you're going to waste money on clicks that aren't going to convert. So what I've done is I've gone and created a bunch here, a couple that I'm just going to paste in here so you don't have to watch me type them, and then I'll talk about them in a second. And if you notice that all these headlines right here, they all flow with the actual landing page. That's really important if you want your click-through rates to be good on your landing page. Okay. All right. So again, as you can see here, never diet again, learn how. Eat this, never diet again. And you can see here the preview here, guys, of what it actually looks like. Now let's go to this one here. And it'll give you an idea of how it looks. Okay. So you can see a preview of how never diet again, learn how. We'll add the description, stuff like that, business name. But you can see how this photo grabs somebody's attention. They're like, never diet again, learn how. What? That is this whole idea of these kind of photos that you can use as sort of interest photos that get attention. Okay. So we got our photos picked and we have our headlines. The next thing is our long headline. Let me just go copy this in here. And again, this long headline is just a continuation of the shorter ones. And we'll just put that in there. Okay. And now we have to add our 5 descriptions. This is where you're gonna, a lot of people don't really read the descriptions, but you wanna put in here what the landing page is going to give them. Learn how Lisa was able to quit dieting for good and still look great. That's a good one. Want to know the trick? Take a free quiz to learn the secret trick, or learn the secret trick. Again, like I said, these are all gonna sync up and match with the actual landing page. So somebody that clicks on this has decided that they like what this says and they're interested. They're not just clicking on it because I'm saying, hey, I'm going to give you $10 million, and they click on it and say, hey, take a weight loss quiz, because that's not going to convert at all. That's going to be horrible. Okay. You can add up to 5 descriptions. I just did 4 for sake of for being just to get it done. Next thing you want to do is put your business name. I'm just going to put the website name. That's fine. And that goes right down here. So as you can see here, we've got this all set up. Okay. Let's do a preview here. Take a look what it looks like on mobile. That looks good. We can click through here, take a look. Let's see if it shows them. And that's the thing. If you notice, you look at this image, this is going to be something, someone's going to wonder what this is. And they're going to see never diet again. Learn how. Learn how Lisa was able to give up dieting and still look good. And then when you go to landing page, you go never diet again. Take a free weight loss quiz and find out how Lisa did it. So again, it ties in. This and this, they sync up and they match. That's going to mean that you're going to have a much better click-through rate if you do that like that. Okay, guys? So again, make sure that your ad syncs up and matches with your landing page. Okay, and the last thing to do is just click on create campaign. If you wanted to do multiple different ads, you would just add to ad group and then create as many as you wanted. Okay, we're just going to click on create campaign. All right, and it's going to give you just an overview of everything like that, so you can take a look and make sure it all makes sense. And you're going to click on continue to campaign. And the last thing to do is just to wait for your ad to be approved. Okay, so if you go to ads and extensions and then ads, you're going to go over here. It's going to say status and it says under review. All ads you create on Google have to be approved. If there is, for some reason, if it's not approved, then they will tell you feedback here and what you did wrong and what you need to change in order to get the ad approved. So if it's not approved, don't worry about it, guys. Just make the necessary changes and then resubmit it and update it and it'll be fine. And again, it can take a bit of time for it to be approved. Sometimes it can take a bit of time, like it can take a couple hours sometimes. Sometimes it's quick, sometimes it's longer. Okay, so just wait for it to actually get approved. And once it's been approved, you're going to start getting traffic to your website from your actual display ad. Okay, so that's a basic setup for a display ad that we can use for the quiz site. We will do more marketing in future videos, but this is just a basic starting point to start getting some initial traffic to the quiz site so we can start doing some A/B testing. I also mentioned in the intro about a technique for capturing more leads and lowering the drop-offs from your landing page. Let me just show you quickly what I'm actually talking about here. So we have this this landing page right here. This is just another landing page that I've been using for some testing. It's very similar to the one I just showed you for the campaign, except for one thing that I actually add to it. Let me just show you. All right. So you've got this basic landing page here, and let's say somebody lands on here and it says, "Want to look like Lisa? Take a free weight loss quiz and find out how she did it." Let's say for some reason the person's not interested. They try to like bounce off and they go to close the browser. So when they move their mouse off the browser, you notice this pop-up comes up here, okay? And this is just a little conversation bot that I've added, a chat bot that just pops up and it says, "Hi there, I noticed that you didn't take the quiz. Would you still like to learn Lisa's secret to weight loss? Yes or no?" And when they click on yes, all it's going to do is just talk to them a little bit and it's going to give them the affiliate link anyways. Maybe somebody didn't want to take the quiz. Maybe they're in a hurry. Who knows? Who cares? This is a great way of basically trying to get something from those people that are going to leave anyways. And like I mentioned in the intro, on other websites that I've actually used these types of exit bots, chat bots, I've noticed that the click-through rate of those landing pages has increased on some of them by up to 18%. So this is something that definitely does work, and it is something you might want to look into adding for your quiz site. This one here is Conversatio Bot. I'll put a link in the description. It's not cheap. I think it's like $67 or something like that for the bot for the extreme version, plus I think another 30. So I think it's like about $100 US. So it's not cheap, but it is something that does work. But it is up to you if you want to invest that kind of money for something like this. I can tell you from personal experiences though, it does work. So for me, I've paid for this bot multiple times over. So it is something that I would recommend you give a shot if you can afford to spend that kind of money on it. Okay, anyways, let's move on to the actual results page here. Okay, this is the results page that I've decided to use for this campaign. So basically, instead of having a whole bunch of text that the person has to read through, I decided just to make a quick video with some kind of dialogue on it that instead pitches the product that I'm trying to do and asks them to click on the button. Okay, let me just show you here. So basically what happens when they complete the quiz, it says, "You finished the quiz. Please watch the short video to learn exactly how Lisa did it." Again, I'm referencing Lisa, how she did it, and I'm referencing that into the actual results page as well. And it's in the ad. So it's flowing all the way through the quiz, from the ad to landing page, through the quiz to the results page. For some browsers, you'll need to turn up the sound. Just tap or click on the video to learn Lisa's secret. And it says right here, it says now for how Lisa did it. When you click on it, Now for how Lisa
They just
did it.
talk.
The honest truth, Lisa didn't do it on her own. Lisa didn't use a fad diet, and she definitely didn't spend endless hours at the gym. Lisa just followed her same diet as before, except she added one step to her daily routine. This one simple step was a turning point for her transformation. Okay, I'll pause that. So you get an idea of what the video is like. It's basically just like that. I think it's like maybe 2 minutes long. It's nothing special. And all it does is just basically, again, just pitches the product to the person. And of course, I will be doing some A/B testing with it, trying it against more traditional sales pages and stuff like that. But I can tell you from my initial results, a little bit of testing I've done, it seems to be converting pretty well. But I'm going to need to run some more traffic at it to actually decide whether or not this is something I'm going to be doing in the future. I'll keep you guys updated on it. I think one thing I will be doing though is I will probably be increasing the length of it and just making a few adjustments on the actual dialogue and the text and everything like that. But again, this is something that I'll have to work on using A/B testing. And guys, to create the actual video was very simple. All I simply did was just recorded my voice, just reading the text. So I wrote out the dialogue, what I wanted to say, and then I just recorded myself speaking. And then all I simply did was overlay a video over top of it, which was very easy, just using Camtasia. And all I did was just write out the text. That was it, and just use different transitions for the text, like, just fading in and out. It's all really, really simple to do, guys. So if you guys are comfortable speaking on a microphone, or you are comfortable doing it, it is something that you might want to look into for your landing pages. But if you don't want to do this, you could just use a more traditional landing page like we had before. That just has like text and an image and ask them to scroll down to continue. It's up to you how you want to do this. I'm going to try this one for a little bit for this campaign. I'm going to see how this results page performs. I will be doing some A/B testing against a traditional text-based landing page. I'll share that in the next video. I'll show you the landing page for that. But this video has already gone long enough. So basically that is the results page for this campaign that I'm going to be using for this campaign. Anyways, guys, that's all I wanted to share with you today. Get out there, promote your quiz site, and let's make some money. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did like this video, make sure you subscribe and thumbs it up. Until next time, I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you then.